Hello there, everybody. How you doing? Today we are going to be talking about brand your way to the bank. For those of you who don't know, my name is Nakimbe Baobab, and today, like I said, I'm going to be talking to you about branding your way to the bank and mastering prestigious positioning to attract high-paying clients and promote premium pricing by having a prestigious brand that shows consistency and continuity, connections and community, commitment and courage, confidence and credibility, and communication and clarity. So why should you listen to me? Again, Nakimbe Baobab. I have over 25 years of corporate executive marketing experience, including being a chief marketing officer for many years. I'm an award-winning industry leader. I work with chief marketing officers, chief executive officers, and B2B clients. I've been able to command anywhere from $15,000 to $125,000 for contracts because I had a solid brand. Anyway, so let's get started. These are the 5 things, the 5 C's that you have to master if you want to be able to master prestigious positioning to attract high-paying clients and command premium prices. All right, so these are the 5 C's of prestigious branding: consistency and continuity, connections and community, commitment and courage, confidence and credibility, and communication and clarity. So the first group is really consistency and continuity, right? So what does that mean? That means that if you want affluent customers to take you seriously, you have to show up. They have to see you. They have to know that you're not just a flash in the pan, fly by night kind of operation. So they need to see consistency and they need to see continuity. If you want to get affluent or high ticket clients, you're going to have to prospect for them. You're going to have to look for them, and you're going to have to ask them for the sale or ask people if they know people in that community. So that's where the consistency is. You have to follow up with people and keep going and digging until you find your ideal client and eventually your buyer. You have to follow up. It's also really important for this group that they have a seamless experience, meaning when they go to your website, it doesn't look completely different than your social media. And when they call you, it sounds completely different than brand voice. They don't want to be jarred. They want a seamless, frictionless experience. They move from your website to your app to the phone, and it's all fluid and wonderful and nice. And that helps to develop trust. They have to get to know, like, and trust you before they buy. So they're not going to know you if you're not showing up consistently. You also have to have a consistent message for this crowd. You don't want to say one thing and then another thing and then another thing, and your message always changes, your look always changes. You want to have a consistent message that you just pound in people's head over and over and over again, and that's how your brand starts to sort of seep it and solidify. So you want to make sure that you have a consistent message, a consistent theme, and that you're providing excellent service each and every single time. These people have money, they're able to buy the best of the best, first class, nice restaurants. You have to match that level of service that they're expecting if you want to be respected, taken seriously, and to be considered for higher contract bids. The next C is about community and connection. So what does that mean? That means that you need to connect with community leaders or become a community leader yourself and raise your profile. So that means you're going to go to events. Just like I was saying before, you have to have consistency. You have to go out. You have to be seen. So you might want to go to the BNI, Chamber of Commerce, conferences, trade shows, CEO lunches. Just go to events in the community or host them yourself. That's going to raise your profile. You'll be seen as a leader in the community and someone of respect and value who can charge what they feel they're worth, and people are going to be willing to pay it because you're a leader in the community. They will take you seriously and they will see you as a leader and not a follower. They'll have, again, trust in you. It, at the very least, reduces any kind of barrier to buying. They see you a few times in leadership positions, like, oh, okay, this person must be legit, they must be real. So speaking of that, you want to get in prestigious rooms. You want to get in the rooms with the movers and shakers. Sometimes you want to be seen. You just want to be seen because people are like, oh, this is an exclusive club. And if this person can get into this club, that means that they must have the chops or they must have the money. So you want to, again, get out into the community. You want to connect with leaders. They can put you in touch with other people. It also helps to raise your profile. And then you got to give. You're not just there to take. You want to give and offer value, and you want to be concerned, caring. You want to be real, authentic, good, and kind. So that is the second C. Third thing that you need is commitment and courage. So we talked about consistency and continuity and showing up continually, letting people see you all the time, get to know, like, and trust you, and have them see you in prestigious places around prestigious people. So now you have to make the commitment, and you have to have the courage to take the next steps, to go the distance, to just go a little bit further, right? So what does that mean? You have to have the courage to actually showcase what you do. If you're going to be in these rooms, you need to talk to people, you need to be bold and brave and showcase what you do. Not just showcase what you do, I do this or I do that, I do this, but you want to demonstrate transformation for people who have gone through your program, so that they'll be able to see, oh, okay, this really works. You have to have the courage to showcase what you've done, and sometimes some people can be shy. You also want to remind people of who you are in your social media, in your blogs, get on podcasts, just continually remind people that you're the expert, you're the one that people go to, you're the one that gets results, you're the one that makes the most sales. You can coach people on how to do it too. So like I said, I know this is a high level room, people are making $250,000 or more, but if you want to sort of diversify your product offerings, find additional opportunities to increase your revenue even further, then it's important to remind people of who you are and why they should choose you. So you'll do that in your social media. Like I said, you'll do that in your videos. Just remind people of who you are, what you've done, and what you're capable of doing. And then again, along in that same line, you want to highlight your competitive edge. So why should people choose you? What's your competitive advantage? What are you better at? Or do you have better price, better service, higher quality products? What's your competitive edge? Why should somebody choose you over your competitor? And you need to talk about that. So again, you have to have the commitment to do it and the courage to do it. And then you also have you have to have the commitment and the courage to elevate. You have to elevate your brand, right? You have to make it prestigious. You have to believe it's prestigious, and you have to position it as such in your mind and in the marketplace. You have to be committed to doing that, because this crowd, again, the elite crowd, they're not just going to come to you because. You have to be committed to yourself, committed to your craft. And when they see that, then they will have more confidence that you will also be committed to them. So that's the third C. And then the fourth one is just having confidence and credibility. So again, the first one was having consistency and continuity and continuing to show up, to be seen, right? So people can take you seriously and trust you. The second one was to get involved in the community, to be seen, to make connections with leaders. And then you have to have the commitment to, go all the way with it and have the courage. You don't just show up and be shy. You have to speak out for yourself and showcase what you do and say why that, you're the service provider of choice, why they should do business with you. So you have to make the commitment to have that courage. And then number 4 is you want to have the confidence. You want to have confidence and credibility, right? Because they need to have confidence in you if they're going to invest tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars with you to finish a product, to be on time. They need to make sure you have testimonials and reviews. So you have to be confident. You have to be confident in yourself. You have to show confidence to your prospective buyer, and you also have to showcase examples of credibility. So what do I mean by that? You have to have the confidence to ask for the sale. You have to be able to walk into a room and say, this is my price. It's $70,000, or it's $150,000, or it's $49.97, right? You have to be bold enough and confident enough to ask for the big sale. And again, this is a high level room. If you're already doing well, just do better, do more if you can. Why not stretch yourself, right? Be more creative, make more opportunities, get more connections, network, whatever. But you have to have the confidence and the credibility to ask for the big sale. So you can only have those guts and kahunas if you know that you've gotten results in the past. So if you've gotten results in the past, you can ask for recommendations, and you can ask for referrals. You can say, hey, I've been able to do this for you. Is there anybody else that you know? Because they're likely going to know people that are in their same sort of income bracket or purchasing habit bracket, and you may be able to get more business that way. Then you also have to realize here, you have to pay to play. I talked earlier about being in prestigious rooms or, exclusive elite events. Sometimes those are $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $20,000, right? For a mastermind, for example, you gotta take trips back and forth. You have to pay to play. You may need some new software that makes you look more prestigious in the eyes of vendors, for example. You have to pay to play, and you have to have the confidence in yourself and the credibility and belief in yourself that you're going to recoup that money, and it's an investment and it's not a big deal. If you're going to try to cheap out and do everything for free, this is not the crowd for you. And then you want to be able to take calculated risks. Everything you want is usually on the other side of fear. If you're too scared to take risks, you're never going to receive the rewards. So you're going to have to take risks. I once joined a gym in an exclusive area just because I wanted to get to know the people. Not a big risk. You know, sometimes putting your story out there on social media, that might feel risky, and that's where the confidence comes in. But people need to see that so that they can see that you're real, and it starts to develop your credibility. And then, like I said, you want to be bold. You want to be assertive. You want to assert yourself and sell yourself. Yes, don't be shy. Don't be timid. Don't be worried about how you look. You'll get over it. Other people are sharks, and they're going to try to take your sale. So you have to just put on armor or act or pretend, or, you know, pretend you're a character in a show or movie, whatever it is you need to do. You've got to be bold. You've got to be assertive. You got to assert yourself, and you have to sell. You have to be persistent and show that you are the one. And then lastly, the fifth C in dealing with elite or affluent buyers, 5, 6, 7, 8-figure partners, is you have to have excellent communication and absolute clarity on you, your brand, what you offer, what the transformation results are, and who you serve, and why people should do business with you. You have to be very clear. So again, you have to be very clear on who you are, who you serve, what you do, what's your competitive advantage, why people should choose you, prove historical record of success, and you have to do that succinctly. It might take a little bit of practice, but it's important, again, with dealing with people that sort of have the capital that you're looking for. You know, they run in certain circles, they talk in certain ways, in certain circumstances. So you need to be able to clearly articulate what it is you need on their level, in their tone, whatever it is. So you need to create consistent content. I talked earlier about having a seamless experience. That means it can't be one thing one day and something else another day, and the colors change, or, you know, you're selling socks and then the next day you're, I don't know, doing painting, and then after that you're starting to do yoga. I mean, you have to be consistent, right? So have a consistent theme, a consistent message, consistent taglines. I don't have time, again, like I said, to get into all of that now. It is in the free downloadable ebook PDF. So feel free to immerse yourself in that information. And then you have to really know yourself, and you have to know your value and be able to clearly articulate it. I am charging you $70,000 because I have 22 years of experience. I deal with the top marketers on the planet. I have both corporate experience and direct response. I've dealt with traditional marketing, online marketing, offline marketing. I'm an award winner. I have a historical, you know what I mean? You have to know yourself that well and know your value. And if someone tries to, you know, pitch you a lower price, well, then they're not the one for you. You have to appreciate your experience, and you need to, again, articulate that and communicate that in such a way that you show your value so they understand why they should choose you. And then you want to, again, demonstrate results. You can't be talking out your backside. You have to, you know, show proof, show numbers, show transformation, have reviews, have testimonials. You have to build up that credibility, that belief, build up that trust. Again, they have to get to know, like, and trust you before they buy. So those are all the steps that you are working on. And this particular group is even a little bit more skeptical. So again, you have to be authentic, real, come in with a genuine heart. Give. You want to demonstrate results and proof, and then you want to build your reputation. You want to protect your reputation, and you want to maintain your reputation and continue to articulate it and showcase it out there in the marketplace time and time again. So even if they're not ready to buy at a particular time, you will be first in mind, or you will be first in mind to recommend and refer. Like to get a little bit deeper into this, feel free, again, to download my free ebook called Brand Your Way to the Bank. http://tinyurl.com/brand your way to the bank PDF, all with hyphens in between. That is it for me. Nakimbe out and enjoy the rest of the summit.